Hello, everybody, and welcome to the October 17th, 2014 edition of Yankees Talk. On this show, I will talk about the New York Yankees, if that wasn't implied. Every week, every Friday. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, obviously, the biggest hole for us this off-season is shortstop. Derek Jeter's gone. We'll miss him. Yada yada yada. Thank you. But let's talk about what we're gonna do. So there's multiple free agents on the market. The biggest name, obviously, being Hanley Ramirez. There's also the middle of the crop guys such as Stephen Drew, Asdrubal Cabrera, Jed Lowry. But then there's also a very interesting trade piece speculation. Troy Tulowitzki, maybe. I would love to see that, because he is the definition of a New York Yankee in my eyes. He just is, and he would be the perfect fit to replace Derek Jeter. It would have been cool to have J.J. Hardy, maybe, but he just signed an extension with the Orioles, so that's not going to happen. So let's try Troy Tulowitzki, try to conjure up a trade, get that going. I apologize for that. Had a phone call, but let's go for Troy Tulowitzki. I like him, and if that doesn't happen, hopefully Hanley, because I wasn't all too impressed with Stephen Drew, and if not Hanley, Asdrubal Cabrera would probably be the best choice. So yeah, I don't like Stephen Drew. So let's move on to the next one. Starting pitching. Oh boy. So the way that our rotation looks right now, prior to the beginning of the off season, would be Masahiro Tanaka, Michael Pineda, CC Sabathia, Ivan Nova, and Shane Green. Now that's definitely not what we want for the upcoming season. So let's go, there are big names out there, including Max Scherzer, John Lester, James Shields, and an interesting wild card factor, Kenta Maeda from Japan. Same place that Tanaka came from. He would be interesting, but odds are he may not be posted. So, we'll see about that. I prefer Scherzer. He has experience, but he's still only about 30 years old, and he's won the Cy Young. I mean, you can't argue with that. He has playoff experience, and, why not? Need help? He's there. And maybe Brandon McCarthy, too, because Hiroki Kuroda is probably going to leave. He's 40 years old, and he's probably ready to go. So let's try for Brandon McCarthy and Max Scherzer in that department. It seems like the best idea, really. Because Scherzer is an ace, and McCarthy looked like an ace for us. So, we'll see. Hopefully that's the way it goes down. I would love to see Kenta Maeda come over. But if he doesn't, then, Scherzer is definitely a great pickup, of course. Now let's move on to David Robertson. David Robertson he was our closer for the year, and I was pretty happy with him. It could have been better, could have been a hell of a lot worse, but he is probably still our best plan, for our upcoming future. He'll probably get offered the qualifying offer of $15.3 million, and he'll most likely, in my opinion, accept that offer and hold off till next year. and we'll sign him long term if he does well, I assume. If he does not accept the qualifying offer, I expect them to just let him go and go with Dylan Betances as the closer, which is not, you know, it's like not a bad deal. But the bullpen's still going to be great. You're going to have Jacob Lindgren coming up, and all the same guys still there, Betances and, hopefully Robertson. And we'll be just as good in that department as last year, if not better. So let's move on. Brian Cashman. Brian Cashman got his extension. And I guess 3 years is pretty fair. I'd like to see a younger guy get in there and maybe develop some young talent. But, we need a win now, is Cashman's mindset. And I respect and appreciate that. And I'm happy that he's still with us. But, the change of the guard will come at some point. Now, how about one more thing in regards to management? Kevin Long was fired earlier this week, as well as Mick Kelleher, I believe his last name is, our first base coach. So we're going to need a new hitting coach, and speculation is all around A's hitting coach Chili Davis, who is pretty impressive. I like him. I haven't heard much about a first base coach yet, though. I wouldn't mind Chili Davis being our hitting coach, though. That would be fantastic, in my opinion. Now let's talk third base. Obviously, I don't want Alex Rodriguez to play third base for us. Martin Prado would be fine, but I feel like he might be at second base. So, I'm thinking that we are going to either A, re-sign Chase Headley, or B, sign Pablo Sandoval. It depends on what you like. Sandoval is 3 years younger, but he'll most likely cost more. Headley, he just came to us in the middle of the season. I liked him for how long we had him. But, I think Sandoval is a better hitter than Headley. Headley's a better defensive player. But, we'll see how that goes. I think that's all I've got for today. Thank you all very much for watching. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. And I will see you all next week. Thank you, and goodbye.